Hi to all guys, we are here to commentate the game between me and PrimerLance on the Ryder Cup 2025, the match play. Here we have an highlights compilation. On the first hole, we both put our drive in the fairway. I was quite nervous before the game, and I was only thinking one thing that is, I must play slow. I must not make stupid mistake and not rush my decision and my game. So here on the first hole, I put a shot in a very good position. I missed the ding a little bit on the left, but I was quite short. My opponent, on the other hand, just played perfectly and put it really near the hole. Here I had a 12-feet putt, so much straight, not really a tough one, and I sank it out without any problems. And so did PrimerLance, who is a fantastic player. I was the underdog during this game, in my opinion. Well, on the second hole, here PrimerLance took a really aggressive line on the driver and left himself with like a really nice, rather than 30 yards shot, probably a 9 iron, something like this. I played much more conservative line. I didn't want to risk anything and not to lose holes without without even fight for them. So here I played my second shot from 175 yards. It perfectly nice ding, and yeah, that's a fantastic shot. On the other one hand, lands from a much easier position. Here made a missing late, and the ball just gone. It's gone because here when you go to the right, this hole is not forgiving at all. I always play it on the left because of this. Here lands with the pitch to tie the hole. It's perfectly hit the heartbeats, but nothing to do. Comes up short and I'm one up. Little bit lucky, to be honest. Here we are on the third hole. Another tough hole. The first three are not easy holes at all. We both put our drives on the fairway. All drives went on the fairway during this game, so I'm not showing to you the other ones. And here I played a pretty good shot. I added a couple of yards because this hole always played me short, and I am long from 6-7 feet on a really tough spot. So not the best, but I could have on this hole. On the other one hand, Lance had perfect number and put it really close. So here I took my time from this 6 foot really tricky, and I managed to sink it. And I considered the putt to Lance, of course. Hole 4. Here I took a lot of time because I wasn't pretty sure about my shot, but at the end it is a pretty good one. Not the best spot, but from 7-8 foot I am quite confident. Lance, on the other hand, played another fantastic approach, perfect ball, no need to putt, and I managed to sink my putt, and I considered, of course, the putt to Lance. Here on hole 5, both in the fairway, I played an underspin shot, and that was just perfect measure. No need to putt, very nice shot to stay one up. And here Lance played wasn't really confident about this shot, I think. Was like thinking about it. Not so confident, he missed the ding on the right. And even if the measure wasn't bad at all, he left himself with a pretty tough 12 footer. We can see that is really breaking and not easy to read. He played a really good putt, but he wasn't really lucky on this situation, and I won another hole to be 2 up after 5. But here on hole 6 I made a pretty big mistake on the approach. I hit the ding, but nah, just played a bad a bad aiming and left myself with a 12 footer, not easy at all on the left side. I was also risking to go down the hill on the back out of the green. Here Lance missed the ding. He wanted to stay on the right, that is the safest and the best options. Missed the ding on the left, but shot is just perfect from distance point of view. Here I have this 12 footer, not easy at all. I took my time, I read it in a really calm way, and yes, I sink it in the middle of the hole, and Lance pretty much did the same with this 9 footer, 8.5. Really not easy to be fair, but Lance with very much confidence sink it with a fantastic putt. Here hole 7, nice win to go for the eagle. I made a brutal mistake. I missed the ing on the right a lot, and I left myself like 6 yards on the right with an 18 footer. Really tough putt, and was my first mistake of this game. First big mistake, because that missing took me really far away. And on the other hand, Lance made a very nice second shot, 3 yards away on the left with a pretty tricky putt, to be honest, down the hill. But here from 18 footer, I took all the time and I managed to hit a clutch putt, lipping, a little bit of lucky as well. But yeah, that was a really nice putt. Here Lance, on the other hand, missed this putt, and this is a moment when the game changed, in my opinion. I was 3 up from risking to be 1 up and losing the hole. Going 3 up is fantastic. So here I was quite scared of this hole because of the match situation, and I played much longer than I would have had played normally, in order not to take the slope and go down. And I left myself with a risky 7-8 footer, but I felt like my putt was really hot and I didn't want to leave all without playing. So Lance, on the other hand, made a perfect shot. No need to putt here. and I had this strange, really tough 8-footer on this situation. I took all my time with so much calm and slow play and managed to hit the birdie. During this game, I always want to play slowly because I felt like I'm in a lot of situations I rush too much and I have to think more. Maybe here I hit another bad approach. I was like thinking about the spin would have stopped my bow more, and I gone long. Another mistake. Lance, on the other hand, hit it just perfectly. 5-footer left, no problem at all. Very, very nice approach. I had the 15-footer, and another time I took all the time I could play it really slow and it a clutch putt here to stay 3 up after 9 holes, and I was really confident about my putting during this round. And yeah, that was a really, really important sequence. 7, 8, 9. I could have gone like O squared if I lost the par 5 and this one, but I won the par 5 and won and tied this one. So yeah, the two parts were just incredibly clutch in this situation. Here on hole 10, the par 5, we had an headwind, so we couldn't reach. I had this like strange wedge shot into the green. I really don't trust this hole, so I put myself under the pin on the best spot. I didn't want to risk to go long and have some strange slippery putt, and Lance just hit it perfectly. His approaching game is like fantastic. He's a fantastic player. Here I took my time again, even if it's a really easy putt. Normally I would use like 10 to 15 seconds to put it, but I wanted to just not make mistake and be sure about every shot. And well, I just tied another hole. Here on hole 11, a really strange and tough hole. We had a strange number on the green. I played my normal shot, trying to stay short, playing 3 to 4 yards less, but well, the ball rolled. Another mistake by me, even if I played like 4 yards less than what I had normally did. And Lance here just played pretty much the same. After the game, he told me that he took away 5 yards from this approach and finished in the same spot. So here it is a putting battle. During this round I was really confident with my putt. This one was not easy at all. 15-footer up the hill, and I played a fantastic putt, really firm one with pace, and yeah, that was really important. And now it was all on Lance not to go far down and basically be in a really tough situation. That part, as you can see, wasn't easy at all. He played pretty much the same aiming I did, but with less speed, and he was down the down the break, and I gone 4 up on the hole 12. I was like so scared by the hill, so with my pitching wedge, I shot everything on the left. That is my safe shot, letting it roll towards the hole, and leaving myself with a 6-7 footer that I know is not the hardest. Lance instead played it like super aggressive with his pitching wedge. I thought this line was too aggressive, but he played like a fantastic shot, so nothing to say. And here I had this 7 footer that I played a lot of times, and just played in the middle. On the other hand, Lance just had this 5 footer, not hard, but I let him putt because I know that this putt can be tricky. And yeah, he played it without any doubt, with so much confidence, and it did perfectly. Now I was like, I'm winning, and if I hit the 13 hole good, I'm 4 up. Yeah, if I hit good this shot, I won the game basically. And well, I hit this shot trash, 4 yards on the worst spot, and I was like, damn it, what have I done? Basically 4 up with the far par 5 and the short par 4 left. I was winning if I made the birdie. Here Lance, on the other hand, played perfectly, so hold the pressure on me during this putt. I was putting so well during this round, but this one was a really tough one, yeah. Like 12 minus 4 or 5 with so much break. And I used all of my time and lip it in. I got really lucky during this putt. Again, I considered the lens one, and yeah, that was a massive putt. Here on hole 14 we managed to reach the green, but I played a little bit too much on the right, so gone in the fringe. Lance, on the harder hand, probably forgot to put spin, so with the low trajectory he hit the bunker. The ball bounces out of the bunker in the rough with a 30 yards approach. Not really hard, but it risked a lot to stay in the bunker. Here he played this punch shot, really standard one, not hard, and he made a really big mistake in my opinion here. Left himself with a 10-footer, really not an easy one. On the other hand, here I just think, yeah, it's not sinking the putt. I was sure he was missing it, so I was like, yeah, I put my pitch near the hole, and I won the game. So I hit my pitch with full backspin without any risks, and left myself with a 3-footer, a 4-footer maybe. And here he had that 10-footer terrible putt, really hard, and he played a super clutch putt here. in this situation was super clutch, super hard to think, to stay in the game, 4 down, great mental strength, and they got me put this. Like it was normally you would have considered probably, but in this situation, he make a good decision to make me putt because well, that was a strange situation with so much pressure. Here on 015 we couldn't reach the green, so we had this wedge shot, and here pressure felt really, really big on me, and feeling so much pressure. I was just like, I'm playing long, a safe shot, not risking anything. But I played too much long on the left, a terrible shot, leaving myself with a really hard 6 to 7 footer to win the game. On the other hand, Lance just played a perfect punch shot, putting the ball within the yard. So here my path for the win, to win the game. This 6 footer, I played a lot of this kind of difficult, tricky 6 footer during this round. I was very confident with my putt, and I took all the time. I was thinking a lot about this, and at the end, I sink it, and I won the game against PrimerLance. A really good game. I played like fantastic. Didn't let him have a single chance. That was probably my best game on Quail Hollow ever. Yeah, I was lucky that I hit this game during the important round and not during like a normal one. Here, this is Team Europe, our team. We won the Ryder Cup thanks to some clutch results like our captain and Evo beat Jay Smithers and some other great result. Mill beat PG Bay. Yeah, that was a really fantastic team effort. Our team was like felt really like a big a big squad. Everyone was helping, everyone was cheering his teammates, and it was really an honor for me to play with such great players and great guys of the Europe team. Some of these players are like legend of the game, like Seb or Yanis. And yeah, it was really an honor for me to play with this team, to win the Ryder Cup, and we made a fantastic result, really fantastic result. And I want to thanks and Evo for being a perfect captain. I want to thanks to PrimerLance because he organized a fantastic tournament. He is a fantastic player. I just got the perfect game in this situation. But on the outshots, he won both games playing on a super high level. And well, this is my Ryder Cup match play round, and well, I hope you have enjoyed this commentary. See you soon and stay safe, guys. Bye bye.